Hello, everyone. This is Dino Chris from Prehistoric Facts, and this is Prehistoric Facts special episode number 264. We're going to be talking about a herbivorous dinosaur today, and that herbivorous dinosaur is Aquilops. And so here is an artist's illustration of what Aquilops possibly did look like, and so this is a really good one right here. So, information about Aquilops. The name means eagle face. The in its length is approximately 2 feet or zero point 0.6 meters. Height is unknown. Weight is approximately 3.3 pounds. It lived 107 million years ago in the early Cretaceous period, and the fossils are found in Montana, in the United States, and was described by Andrew Farkey in 2014. Excuse me. So in 2014. So this dinosaur is around 12 years old. Around 12 years old when it actually was described. So yeah, and it's a very well-known paleontologist that actually has described it too. And so here is a map of the United States. And you can see where I have circled this big green state right there. That is the state of Montana. And so that's where Aquilops fossils have been found, mainly in the southern part of Montana, which is pretty pretty close to the border of Wyoming. So that's where the Aquilops fossils have been found. And here's an estimated guess here of a size chart here of Aquilops compared to a mouse. And so this is a very small dinosaur. And the only thing that was found of Aquilops in terms of the holotype is the skull. So all we have so far is the skull. And so the rest of the body is just pretty much an educated guess, and we actually have to look at other relatives to actually determine like what the body possibly did look like. And so yeah, so all we have so far of Aquilops is the skull. More information of Aquilops. It is part of the Ceratopsia uh, family group, so it is a ceratopsian, an early ceratopsian, so that would also be considered to be a neoceratopsia. And so the neoceratopsia are very small versions of ceratopsians, very small, very small relatives of ceratopsians, and they're going to be the smaller ones pretty much throughout their entire time. And so in like they can come in different kinds of like size, like shapes and all that sorts of stuff, but they're mainly going to stay small. Parts of Aquilops in terms of features, it has got a pointed tip on the front of the beak, and so that is a very distinguishing feature of Aquilops is that it's got this like pointed tip right there on the beak, right on the front of the beak, and so it's not really at the end of the beak. It's pretty much more on the like on the beak itself on the front. And so that's a very distinguishing feature. It would also have large eyes, and so this animal would look kind of cute if you actually think about it. Um, I mean, of course, this dinosaur was featured in Jurassic World Rebirth, and it's gotten a little bit more popularity because of that. But the design of Aquilops um, in Jurassic World Rebirth is not really correct, and so it's kind of a movie version, and so we can take that lightly there. And of course, it more likely is bipedal, and so it walked on its hind legs, so its back legs. So this animal is more likely going to be bipedal. Could it actually walk on all fours? It could. It's just that it's more likely going to be bipedal. And of course, it's a herbivore, but it can also eat insects. So this small animal will definitely need to have some protein from time to time, and insects are a really good source of protein for this animal, but they're mostly going to be eating plants. So that's what it's more likely going to be eating because it has those chewing teeth or those shredding chewing teeth to actually eat plants. The environment in which Aquilops lived in would have been warm and humid. There would also have been wet and dry seasons. And of course, there'd be plenty of trees, ferns, cycads, and even early flowers. No grass during this kind of time. And then you have plenty of lakes, rivers, and ponds. And you also have other animals around like insects, amphibians, mammals, pterosaurs, and of course, other non avian dinosaurs. Predators. Aquilops definitely had some predators, mainly juvenile Acrocanthosaurus. Acrocanthosaurus fossils have been found in the rock formation that Aquilops has been found. It's just that it's a very partial skeleton, so there's not much to go about it. So it's more likely going. So it's pretty much just a fragmentary specimen. And of course, Deinonychus. Deinonychus was definitely mainly the top predator for Aquilops, and so they had to watch out for Deinonychus all the time, and so that's why they probably did live, and that's why they probably did actually cooperate with each other to actually like keep an eye out for Deinonychus, and then hide in the like shrubbery to be able to get away from Deinonychus. The extinction of Aquilops is mostly going to be climate change. And so the temperatures cooled slightly and it got drier. And so the temperatures cooled down a bit. And then, of course, the Western Interior Seaway was beginning to form as well. And so there was flooding that was actually happening too. So the seaways began to rise. And of course, the plants changed. And when the plants changed, those herbivores cannot actually eat them. Because they changed too much. And that's how like things actually happen with herbivores. They have to adapt to the changes, and if they can't adapt, then they starve to death. And so that's more likely what happened to Aquilops, mainly due to climate change. And here's a map of the world around 105 million years ago, so it's pretty close to the time of Aquilops. And then there's that little tiny circle of red that I have put here in North America. That's the area where Aquilops would have lived in. And you can definitely see here the Western Interior Seaway was starting to form here. It was already starting to get pretty close towards the point or southern part of the United States and North America right here. And so yeah, that's how you're actually gonna see that change happen, is that the Western Interior Seaway was beginning to form more likely in that time of Aquilops. And so in the next episode will be on July 9th, 2026, and that will be a Q&A episode. So if you got any questions about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts with Dino Chris. Like the page, yes, you post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Don't put them on Messenger. Messengers are private conversations only, so please put your questions in the comment section on any Facebook post. And also for you YouTubers out there, like the videos, subscribe to the channel. According to my analytics, a lot of you guys are checking out my channel and not subscribed yet. So please feel free to hit the like button, because that's how the YouTube algorithm works. The more likes the video gets, the more likely the video gets spread out to people interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, and geology in general. So please feel free to do so. And also share the video, share the channel to anybody that is interested in dinosaurs, prehistoric life, paleontology, and geology in general. So please feel free to do so. And also hit that notification bell so that way you can get weekly notifications of every video that comes out. And also on my channel, you go on my post tab. You actually see I post updates on videos, news in paleontology, mainly in the dinosaur news cycle. And of course, I post polls every 3 days on the channel. And all of you guys are doing a great job in participating in the polls. That's amazing. And of course, all you YouTubers out there, leave your questions in the comment section, because I do read them all. All of you guys are sending me questions via email, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys are awesome. Give me these great questions for the Q&A episodes. So keep up the great work. And also make sure you keep your questions short and to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I'll post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Threads, same thing, at dino.chris.pf. I'll post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of the people around you. And also, for your younger people out there, and make sure to listen to your parents, your teachers, and your guardians. It's the best motivation you can have. Motivation you can have for a good education. It's very important to have a good education. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. That's it for now, and I'll see you guys next time.